It's Nomad Zen here. Let's see if I can straighten out the camera, like the angle of this. You know what? Let's drive. Just follow me. Follow me. We're gonna try something else because the sun is like right on me right now, right here, and I want a spot where it is not. It's not like directly on me. So what's going on, everyone? I am streaming from my phone today, and will be streaming from my phone more now, I guess. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot that has happened. There's just a lot. There's so many things that have happened. How are all of you doing? Alright, let's find a place where I can eat and the sun is not like shining right in my face. Some shade right here. Let's get some shade. Alright, here is a good spot for shade. Do this. Does that work? No, it doesn't work. Let's try this. Trying to set the camera. Is it good? Can you guys? Oh yeah, see that's there. Okay. It's kind of, it's like mostly straightened, I think. Oh shit. How do I move the chat? Oh, there's it. Okay. Let's try. Better. I think that's a little bit better. All right, I think that's good. That's pretty good. We'll go with that. So, I just have to be kind of still because my phone looks like it might fall a bit right there. Hopefully it stays. Holy crap. Yeah, so I am streaming out of my car right now. There's so many thoughts that I have, and we're gonna just do all that over some Panda Express because I got some Panda. I went to the gym. I did a sauna session, which usually makes me feel really good, and it's nice. It's nice to go to the gym and like not feel terrified because of all the COVID stuff. Some of you may not have been. Some of you may just have been going in general and just like, yo, there isn't anything to be afraid of there about that. But no, I just can't remember the last time I went to the gym and like went in the sauna. It's been years since I've like gone in a sauna consistently and felt safe and felt like, oh, there's nothing to be worried about with COVID, you know? So that's kind of just been my experience with it. Teriyaki sauce. I got some Mandarin teriyaki sauce. Yes! I'm so excited. Oh my god. Yes! Oh my god, I have orange chicken. And then sesame, what is it? Sesame what? Honey sesame chicken. Oh my god. Oh my god. And fried rice. And then I got another little thing of fried rice too, because I like extra rice. Yeah, extra. The extra rice. Extra rice. Extra rice. So I am, maybe you can't tell, but I'm kind of all over the place right now. I've been a mess. I've been a mess, and a lot has happened, like I said, and well, I've been kind of stuck in felt like a mental paralysis a little bit of what to do, of what I want to do with my next steps with Nomad Zen, with streaming, with producing content, and just doing the things I love to do, doing what I love to do, and just my situation. So I'm gonna eat and talk about this as best as I can at the same time here, but I've been avoiding getting on camera because I've been kind of trying to process and figure out what I want to do and what I feel like I need to do going forward. And it's been a lot. Here, let me open the show the chat just in case anything happens in there. Oh shit. Hey, how you doing, L? I can hardly read the name from here. What is it? Late Zen, how are you? I'm streaming from my phone right now, so hopefully that is balanced and you can. It's hopefully you can hear me and that's balanced. But yeah, like the screen is like straight. I know sometimes it might sit a little bit crooked, but there's no. I pretty much have just been avoiding saying it. I don't know how to say it. I don't know where to even begin with everything that's happened. But what's today? Thursday? Today's Thursday? Thursday. So I'm in a Target parking lot eating Panda Express right now. It's so bomb. You know, I'm hanging in there. I'm doing okay. I almost want to say I'm not doing good. Yet, like, right now, I feel like I'm doing good. Like, today's been a chill day. I've had the day off from work, and I had some stuff I had to get done anyways today. And I got a nice sauna session. Like, I went in, sat in the sauna for probably like 20 minutes, which it's already starting to get hot out here where I'm from. It's starting to get, the temp is starting to get up there. We're getting up into the 90s now. And it won't be too much longer until we get to about the hundreds. 105, 110, like. So I'm enjoying this weather for sure right now where it's at. But yeah, the sauna was great. Yeah, it was I don't know, I like it in there. Like, I just have, like I said, I hadn't done it in so long because of COVID and shit. Like, they shut it down at my gym for a while and then they had it open, but where I'm from, people were getting sick left and right. And then so I was like, maybe that's the last place I should go. Maybe that's not a safe place to be at. And then now I don't know. I've been going for this week, you know, every so often this week, and it's just nice. It's nice to kind of, sometimes it's nice to not have any music in the sauna. Sometimes it's nice. It's like a massage kind of for me. It's like, it's relaxing, it's alleviating, and clears your pores, it clears your skin out, you know, and it clears a bunch of this shit out. I've also been doing it for my ear. For those of you who've followed on Instagram, my from Finland. In every house. Damn, yeah, so you guys know the benefits of a sauna. Saunas are amazing for like opening up your there's so many more things I'm sure that I'm not even saying that they help you with your health, but it's just rejuvenating. It's relaxing. It's like I've had an ear infection. For those who had followed along on Instagram and who consistently follow along have known this. It's gone a lot down. There's still a little bit of pain in this ear. This was the one that had the ear infection, and when I go in the sauna, yeah, it doesn't. It's almost like it helps open it up too, and allows it to drain out. It's doing a lot better. I've still been putting cream on it. It has definitely gone down. Like it was bad for like 3 weeks. It was really, really bad. And a great friend of mine helped me and got some like herbs and oils and stuff, and we've been using that. So, yeah. Ooh, this sweet chicken. Oh my God. Oh my God. The best too is if you have like a eucalyptus or like some kind of essential oil that you prefer. You put a little bit of that in the sauna, or you just like rub it on your palms or something and then go in the sauna. Oh my God, it just like the smell. It's like a eucalyptus is really nice, like a little hint of peppermint sometimes, like maybe a little bit of lemon smell. Yeah, it's really good. So basically what I've been kind of avoiding talking about, and I just haven't known, and I thought the best way to do it was just get on stream and talk about it. I've been processing it for pretty much since it happened. It's Thursday, back out here in the States. For those who are familiar in the States, Easter Sunday is a really popular day. That was this last Sunday. Oh yeah, like the oils and stuff, using those every time. Yeah, they're so great for like opening up like your sinuses and stuff too. Yeah, amazing. It's so amazing. Yeah, I think that's what's helped with my ear is when it does in the sauna, it opens up my sinuses, and then I try to take a kind of a cold shower afterwards, and it just flushes everything out. It feels so great. But this last Sunday, I officially, you can just hear it in my voice. I moved out. I am living back out of my car again as of this last Sunday, and it's not permanent right now. I mean, it is right now, I guess, but it just, oh my God, it's been a nutty time. I've hated this year. It's just been a stupid year. Like, this year has been so much change so quickly, so often, that I just feel broken in so many ways, and I'm not. And I know that. So for those of you out there who are going to message me and be like, it's okay, Nomad Zen, you're not broken. Yeah, I know I'm not broken. I'm just saying, like, we all have that, right? Moments in our lives where, like, God, you just feel like shameful or shitty or like broken or messed up, or like, what's wrong? What is the problem? What's wrong? What is not working? And if you're anything like me and you followed along, you're the type of person that fixes those things or investigates those things and fixes those for yourself if something's wrong, right? And not all of you who follow me may be like that, and maybe that's what attracts some of you to what I do. I don't know, but the thing I keep coming back to is I'm just like, well, I did create this brand as Nomad Zen, and a nomad is somebody who travels, and I've wanted to do that for years. I thought this summer I'd be traveling around. I thought how my situation was set up, I was living with my aunt and I was renting a room and a bathroom, and I was like, yeah, maybe this is allowing some space for this summer for me to go out to the beach, go up north, go maybe back to Colorado, like just go drive around and travel when I get some free time. And it hasn't been that. It just hasn't. Like, I got COVID in late December of last year, I mean, to me, the ear infection is still a symptom of the long-term post-COVID effects. Like, for me, that's what it's been. Like, is it directly because of that? I don't know for certain, but I feel like 98% confident, 99% confident that this, yes, happened as a result of, and my sinuses flaring up the way they have, and my lungs hurting sometimes, and like that those were post effects of getting COVID. And it's been a battle. It's kicked my ass. There's people around me I know it's kicked their ass. It's been really real. It's been very surreal, and it's thrown me for a loop. I just didn't expect to be, I mean, what is it? January, February, March, April, 4 months down into this year, 4 months in this year, and like be in the position. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, be in the position I'm in right now. I didn't see that happening. So, excuse me, I take that back, because I'm hearing in my head like I did see that happening. Actually, I saw myself traveling this summer and taking the stream on the go and like doing things on the go, and I guess I thought I'd still have a place to go back to, and I left, and I didn't get kicked out, but I did get into a really big fight with my aunt and her ex-husband. So the beginning of this last month, the beginning of April pretty much, her ex-husband moved in, and let's try this I'm gonna try this teriyaki sauce. But her ex-husband, he moved in like the last few days of what, March? January, February, March. Yeah, in March. Pretty much the last few days right before April, right? Like, that's when his lease was up or whatever, and his whole situation before is when he was scheduled to leave, something like that. All I know is he got there like the last few days of March. He moved all of his stuff in, but he didn't do it. And it is kind of, maybe it's important in the story, I guess, that he didn't move anything himself. Like, he had to get help with all of it, and it's not like he could, how do I say this? He could move some of the stuff himself. I've seen him, he's very capable. It's just that some of it, yeah, I guess he would need help. There's so much to it. It's like, the guy is, he's the reason why I left. I left because him and my aunt are in complete denial that he is shitting his pants. And you heard me correctly, the way I said it. He's shitting his pants. I'm saying it while I'm eating my food. I can't believe I'm doing that, but like, I don't want this to ruin this really good meal right now, so. But that's what happened. He's been shitting his pants everywhere. He's been shitting on everything. Literally been shitting. And that's why when I say he's capable of moving things and doing things. His health is not in good condition at all. He's on dialysis. I didn't know a damn thing about dialysis, but it doesn't take, you don't have to be an expert in dialysis or really know too much about it to just know that your common sense tells you, when you smell shit, you smell shit. Like, you can't hide from that. You can't hide from the smell of shit. The smell of shit has its own unique smell, right? We all know that. If you have a kid, or, like, just when you go to the bathroom, you just smell it. You're like, hey man, that smells like poop. That's poop. Yeah, that's what that smell is. This dude decided that it doesn't matter where he shits, and it's just okay for him to shit anywhere. And so, yeah, pretty much we got into a big fight because all last week, literally every day last week, every single day, like not one day passed last week, not joking, from Monday to Sunday last week, I wasn't posting as much, I wasn't engaging as much, because Well, I literally had to deal with shit every single day. Every morning when I woke up, there was shit on the toilet seat. So we were sharing a bathroom. So basically what happened is this dude, he needs a kidney, and he's on a list to get a kidney, and he moved in a hurry because I think he was getting kicked out of his place. I'm not sure. I don't know the whole thing on that side, but I just know that my aunt asked me, is it okay if he moves in with us? And, you know, she checked with me and was like, yeah, it's your house. It's fine, you know? And she's like, well, he'll share the bathroom with you. And I'm like, that's fine. You know, he just cleans up after himself, and I'll clean up after myself, and it'll work. And it started very pure, and that's what it started as. And almost immediately, like the second day that he was there, I think the second or third day, I started noticing there was poop on the toilet seat. Like, it's gross to talk about, but like literally just on the seat. Like when you sit down on the seat, there's poop on the actual seat itself, like just not cleaned up. Like it's like he just pooped there and just left it and didn't clean any of that. And I don't know how. I don't know why or how, or like, I don't know. I don't know like why. You know, and my first thought was maybe he can't help it. Maybe that's how bad this guy's doing, is that I don't mean to laugh at that, but like maybe he can't help it. Maybe he can't help where, you know, how he's shitting right now. And so yeah, pretty much every day last week, I woke up to there was shit on the toilet seat, and then he was shitting in his room. So he had his own little room, and he refused to get. So I had offered, my aunt offered first. She's like, I'll get him because he moved in so quickly, he didn't have a mattress or anything. I guess he got rid of it, something like that. So she's like, I'll get him an air mattress. And I was like, no, I'll do it. It's fine. I'll get him an air mattress. And then I asked her, and then eventually she just said no. Like it was like a few days passed. She's like, no, just don't worry about it. And then I just asked him directly. I was like, maybe this guy really needs like to lay flat, you know? And he was just willing to sit in a chair and sleep in a chair at night. And I'm like a recliner chair, like a lazy boy chair. And you know, I asked him, I'm like, no, like, are you sure you don't want me to get you an air mattress? That would be fine. I think that's fine. They're only like $50. Like, it's no big deal. And he said no. Like, they just kept refusing. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. If that's what you want, I mean, that doesn't seem comfortable to me. I lived in this car for a year. I've sat in this seat. I've slept in this seat. And I know after a while, it can get annoying when you're just sleeping in kind of a sitting position like that in a chair, if that makes sense. But, yeah, this guy, like, he refused to do that. He refused, and so I'm like, all right. Well, about Thursday last week, yeah, it was Thursday, was the day. So it was Wednesday night going into Thursday. Wednesday night was the worst last week. I came home from work, and all night on my side of the house, the way my aunt's house was is she lived in her, you go all the way across the other side of the house, and she has her own master bedroom over there. And then literally my room was right next to the kitchen, and Byron was her ex-husband's name, lived right next to the kitchen as well. So we both had two rooms right next to the kitchen on one side of the house, and she's on the complete other side of the house. So my side of the house Wednesday night smelled like shit. Like the entire kitchen, the living room, the everywhere on my side of the house Wednesday night just smelled like poop. You could not get away from the smell. I turned on my air filters. I opened the window. I had two air filters running and a window open, and like nothing. It just wouldn't go away, and it was bad. It was really, really bad. And so Thursday morning, I discovered that he had actually shit in the chair that he was sleeping in the room. And he had an appointment that morning. And well, he had a doctor's appointment, and he just left it. He left poop in the chair. There was just poop sitting in the chair on a blanket. And he left it. The dude left his shit in the chair, like, and then got up and went to his appointment. And the room smelled like shit. And I'm just thinking, like, how does one person do that? How do you get up and then just, like, you shit yourself, there's shit in the chair, and then you're just like, oh no, like, just leave it, go to the appointment. So he went and got back from that appointment, and it still smelled like shit, and he did nothing about it. He did nothing to clean it. At that point in time, he wasn't putting it in the washer. So before the night that I left, I was gonna do one last load on Sunday night. When I left, I was gonna do one load of laundry, and it got so bad that to the point where the actual washer itself just reeked of shit. When I opened the washer, it just smelled like somebody took a crap in the washer. It was disgusting. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so gross. I can't believe I'm eating and telling this story, but I think that's how used to it I am by now. That's how used to it I have gotten of dealing with this last week, that I guess I can just literally just sit here and eat and tell you. So, yeah, there's a lot of layers, and there's a lot of things I think I'll leave out of telling this story, but I'm just kind of hitting some things that to really emphasize, like, paint somewhat of a picture of why I left, which is that basically this guy's health condition was so bad that he was literally pooping everywhere. Anywhere this guy sat, there would be poop there. So what really took me over the line was Thursday, after the whole room smelled like crap. My aunt, I had shown her at that point. Thursday was a special day for her. The death of her boyfriend's anniversary was this last Thursday, and a week ago this Thursday, and she was very emotional that day, rightfully so. And it just so happened to be on the same exact day that this dude left a crap in the chair. Just left it like it was no big deal. So I showed her, and we both saw that there was poop in his chair, and we smelt the room, and I put my air filter in there and tried to clean it out. And when I had gotten home from work that night, my aunt and him just kind of acted like nothing was wrong at that point, which to me, what I saw was my aunt was just processing and sad about what the day was, and Byron was just already in denial of he's not crapping his pants and he's okay and everything's fine. And it was an awkward situation. It was very awkward. And since I've lived there, I was there about 7 months, and since I had lived there, my aunt and I would talk every so often about kind of what, about her boyfriend's passing, and he died of pancreatic cancer, and just she, I would just listen sometimes. I would just listen to what's going on and what she went through. And well, I guess she got really upset. So Sunday night when we got into it, part of why we got into it is because I guess that day I made her upset, and she had let me know this, that I made her upset because I took away from that day being kind of her day, and like I said, it just happened on the same day that this dude crapped his pants in the house, and it smelled so bad that it was just hard to sleep that night. It was literally so hard to sleep because that dude just was crapping himself. And I for that day, I just let it go and was like, all right, I could just talk to her again tomorrow. And it just kept going downhill from there. It just kept getting downhill where every time I tried to talk to her, it was like she had something to do, and I could see that she was trying to avoid that situation as well. She was trying to avoid it, and it was really awkward because it's not my house. So I can't just say this is the way it goes. And we all three agreed that Byron and I, basically her ex-husband and I, were sharing sharing a space. We're sharing a bathroom is what we agreed upon. And that we are sharing that side of the house, basically, right? And so I had told him, and we had all three talked about it at least one time, that he needs to clean up after his crap in the bathroom and clean it up and clean it off the seat. And he just kept doing it. And it got to the point, like I said, where my aunt was just denying it, where she would see it. And then Sunday, when we talked about it, she was referring to that night, or that day, Thursday, that we both looked at the crap in the chair and then just denied that she saw anything. Because that day, she looked at it, she held it up, she's like, that's shit. And then Sunday, when we got into it, she just did a complete 180 and flipped around and was like, that wasn't shit. He's okay, and the situation is handled. And just was in complete denial, and I don't know why. And it was very strange, it was very weird. It was the weirdest situation I've ever been in. And it got to the point where I finally told him. He just kept saying, I don't need help, I'm fine, my body's fine. Eventually the conversation got to the point of, no, your body's not fine. It's clear that you're not doing well. It's clear that you're doing worse than what you kind of told us when you moved in. Because he kind of painted this picture that he was doing just fine with his health and that we wouldn't have to worry about him when he got there. And that's not it at all. Yeah, it got really bad. And literally every day last week that I was coming home, like I said, it just was smelling like shit, literally in the house. Like, and my aunt would deny it. She'd be like, it doesn't smell like shit. And I'm like, Shelly, it's poop. It smells like poop. It's literally in the chairs. You can just go check and it's right there. And it was a very odd situation because I felt like I was doing what an adult would do and address it and talk about it and be open about it, and they didn't. They just both shut down and stopped talking about it as though it just didn't exist, as though it was not a problem with them at all. And a matter of fact, my aunt eventually on Sunday was just like, no, he's fine, we don't need to do anything. And really what it appears to be is that she is in some sort of denial, and I think just emotionally can't handle that as well. That's what it feels like. Now there's a lot more to that I'm not talking about right now and I'm not explaining. There's so many layers to what happened, but like, I basically just tried to assess Sunday night. I had kept telling her, like, look, I've dealt with this all week. So to me at that point, it's like, okay, I'm either gonna have to keep dealing with this until he leaves every day, literally the smell of shit every day. And I mean, it was so bad, he shit on one of my blankets. He shit on one of my favorite blankets, and I had brought it up, and the dude didn't even say like, oh, I'll buy you one, I'll refund you, I'll do. He just said, I was like, what was that on my blanket? And he just would be like, I don't know. And I'm like, dude, that's shit. It's the smell of shit. Look at it. It's actual shit. It's soiled like a diaper, like a nasty diaper. And no, dude just looked at me and he would just give me a blank stare. And then he'd just say, I don't know. And I'm like, dude, you don't know that you're shitting yourself? Do you not know that? I mean, that's, oh, God. So that was my week last week. That's why I've been trying to figure something out. I didn't have to leave. I chose to leave because Sunday night it got so bad, and they pretty much gave me the conclusion that there's nothing wrong, everything's been handled, and that's it. That was it. And it's still, the entire time they were saying that, it smelled like shit. He just was sitting in his chair and it smelled like poop. And I'm like, no, like that smell lingers throughout the house and I have to smell it at night. And it wasn't like that before you got here. So what is it? Who is it? I don't know. Maybe the person that just moved in. Oh my God. God damn. This is really good though. It's disgusting that I'm talking about poop and eating, but you know what? I've just had it, dude. I had it. It's just been obnoxious. It's been hella obnoxious. So I'm here eating in the Target parking lot. I'm eating Panda Express and talking about shit. And like I said, I'm back into living out of my car. I've lived out of my car for about 4 days now, and I was really proud of myself because it took me only about 2 hours, maybe less, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours to clean up all my stuff in my room and get out of the house. And I didn't have to. I didn't have to leave at all. I could have dealt with it and had a room and been, you know, and done that. But I literally tried to deal with it. I tried to talk it out. I tried to get the smell out of my room and just live like that. And it just was so bad that it wasn't working. Like, I would get home, smell shit immediately as soon as I walked in the house. Like the actual smell of shit in the air, while my aunt would sit at the couch and just watch TV like as though nothing was wrong. And this dude would sit in his room shitting himself and nobody smelled anything. And then would go in my room and it smelled like shit in there. Turn on the air filters, open the window, still smells like shit, still smells like shit. It just was crazy. It was ridiculous and it was crazy. And she even had the audacity to post the day after I left something about being too sensitive on Facebook, and it pissed me off. It was really annoying. It was frustrating. It was messed up. It was really mean. 7 months of living with her and I thought we created something, and then she is just in now complete denial that her ex-husband is shitting his pants and his health is not okay. But to them it was. To them everything was okay and they were just fine. And it's confusing and frustrating and annoying, and there's like, you guys might even have questions out of it, of what I'm saying, and maybe it's just because I'm not telling everything right now. Like that's the fundamental piece of what happened, of why I left. And I don't know, I was proud of myself because I got all my stuff packed so quickly and so efficiently, and my storage unit is so clean that it just was smooth and effortless to get everything out. She did have the audacity to say as I was leaving that the door is always open, which was shitty, which, like, no pun intended, but was shitty. It was such a shitty fucking thing to say. It was so annoying. It was just like, you're really gonna say that? And she had the audacity to say that when I told her about the washer as I was leaving, and I noticed the washer also smelled like shit, she said she'll handle it, she'll take care of it. Which is so frustrating because that's what that whole situation was literally taking care of shit and the smell of shit, but then she told me she would handle that. So it was like, you can smell that, but you can't smell the rest of this house? You can't acknowledge that this man is literally crapping his pants, and I'm trying to help the situation by... I think I left this out earlier. We got to the point of, okay, you need a caretaker. We need to, not we need to get you a caretaker. You need to get yourself a caretaker and figure it out and get some help wiping your butt and cleaning yourself. And he still at that point was just like, my health is fine. I don't need a caretaker. And I'm just like, oh no! You shit on my blanket, dude! There's soil in my blanket. And my aunt even had the audacity as well to wash that blanket, which is also why it smelled like shit in the washer, but to wash it and then tell me it's fine, it's clean, it's fine. No, it's not. No, it's not. If I shit on your blankets and then wash them, you're likely never going to want to use those again. It was a shitty situation all the way around. It just was fucking annoying, and here I am figuring it out. And pretty much my plan up until that point on Sunday was I was going to move out next month on the 15th, halfway through the month, and have a place to go and have some time. And I left because it got so bad, and he was in such denial, and pretty much they just gave me the answer that no, nothing is wrong, nothing is changing, and you need to just stop saying that it smells like crap. And I don't know. I mean, have some of you out there might have had crazy roommate situations like this before, crazy stories where you're like, is anybody else listening or watching this or smelling the situation right now? Is anybody else here witnessing how ridiculous this is? And no, I don't know. It was just terrible. It was just disgusting. So, I'm telling the story because, well, I've been hella confused and life has just transitioned super quickly. I haven't known how to talk about it or how to just kind of get on camera and talk about it until this point, and I've just been trying to figure out what I need to do for myself next. If I don't want to live in that situation, I have the choice and the ability to live in another situation, in another way. And she knew that I lived in my car prior to moving in with her, and she did ask me, where are you going to go? And I was like, well, I'm going to go live out of my car, because I would literally not I'd rather live in my car than smell the smell of shit every single day, every morning and every night when I get up and go to and come back from work. Because that's how disgusting that is. That's how actually gross that is. And I told both of them, I was like, look, I lived out of my car for a year. Sure, you guys can think I'm gross and this and that, but you're shitting yourself. You're literally shitting yourself and can't admit it, and are just in denial and are refusing to get help about it. And they were speechless. They didn't say anything to that, because I was like, of course. Like, a young man is having to tell grown adults that that's what baffles me about the whole situation. Is I'm 29 years old, and I just got done having a conversation Sunday, and yeah, it's gotten to me. It's pissed me off. It sucks. It really sucks. It just sucks. I've been trying to believe that maybe this really was for the better. Maybe it's for the better, so that I can just go and do what I need to do for myself. And I see that in all of this. As far as for the stream and for those of you who follow along, I'm not quite sure how I want to go about it from here. Like posting videos and how I'm going to in this moment. And I'm just kind of figuring that out as I go. And I just wanted to turn the camera on. I just want to get the camera on and kind of just talk about what happened. And this is where I'm at. This is what I've been doing. It's been going really well, believe it or not. Like this week has gone a lot better. Okay, I won't say really well. It's been kind of a shitty week. There's been some shitty things, and it's not literal shit this time, which is fucking great, which is so great, which is awesome. But no, I have had a pretty good week, and I'm trying to figure out right now what I want to do as my next step, and I'm not quite sure. I've been thinking about it all week and trying to kind of come up with a plan of what I do from here. So to give more context to that, out here where I'm at in Arizona right now, we're just on the cusp of summer, and the temps are starting to rise. And I've lived in this car in the summer time, and it can get hard. It can get really, really hot. And so what I'm trying to think to do is, do I want to get a place, like rent another space like how I was doing, like rent a room and a bathroom like how I was doing at my aunt's house? Do I want to live in my car? And if I'm going to do that, what do I need to do that, especially through this summer? Or am I gonna kind of half it, like do both basically? So live in my car, but also have a space to go sleep at night. And that's the one I've been leaning more towards, is like getting a space, paying someone for a space to sleep at night, literally just at night. Just go and sleep there flat at night, whether it's on the floor, because I can use like my sleeping bag or something, or if they have a bed or if they have a couch or something, right? And then from that point, just get up, go work, go do what I gotta do. It saves me money instead of paying for a full-on, completely my own place at this point. So I have to make a move, and I'm not quite sure. I've been kind of stuck in a paralysis of, so much has happened so quickly over these past, like this whole year, that I'm not sure what I want to do, and I've been kind of stuck in that, and I'm trying to find and navigate my way through that. And I have been scared. For those of you that may be thinking, holy crap, that's like a really serious situation. Yes, I've been a little bit scared because I've been in this situation before and I've lived out of my car. It's nothing like the first time when I started doing it. It's like I already have everything set. Everything's already set. Like the storage unit is set. Like I have that all set up, and a lot of the supplies I would need to live out of my car I already have set. A lot of the knowledge that I have of like where to go and what times to go places and how to charge my devices and this and that, right? Like I already have a lot of that the forefrontal knowledge of all of that. It's just that this car is currently almost at 200,000 miles. I'm about 5,000 miles away from that. The reality is, if I'm going to continue living out of my car, I need to get an additional vehicle. I'm also like this freaking close to paying this vehicle down. So I have about, I think it's like $1,300 more to pay off on this car. Basically, by the end of this year, this car will be paid off. So there's a lot of decisions. There's a lot of decisions that I'm kind of thinking down the road. And in this situation, most of us might just kind of try to think right now. Like, what do I need to do right now? And I have been, but I'm thinking down the road, how do I want to align this with what I do? And I'm sharing all of this. Maybe this is a bunch of nonsense to some of you out there, but I'm sharing all this because the one thing I keep coming back to in my mind all the time is, like, for the past, since 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 4 years, past like 4 years of my life, I've been trying to figure out, how do I keep doing what I love to do every day? How do I do that? And the main thing I love to do every day is create here. I love to do that. I love to create. I love to meditate. I love to explore. I love to do those things. And how do I keep doing those every day? If that gives me joy in my life, how do I keep doing that every single day of my life? And it comes to practice. It comes to dedication. It comes to focus. and putting a plan together and literally working at that every single day. So to build the ideas that I've had through my page and through my channel and through this stream, and continue working on that, then I need to focus my plan of action on that, basically, right? So a lot of people think I'm possibly nuts for wanting to live out of my car again. It's just that everything's nuts right now. Everything's been nuts. The economy is nuts. Like, everything's out here in the States is a lot more expensive now. Inflation has gone through the roof. And the reality is, for the past 2 years, pretty much since I've been living out of my car, I've seen a lot of the reality that COVID has added in the aftermath of it. A lot of the reality of people living out of their cars. There's probably more people even now living out of their cars that I see than there is before, when I was living out of my car for that first year. Like, now going around, I see people everywhere where it's easy to spot in parking lots where you're like, oh, they're living, they're dwelling in their vehicle or camper or whatever. And prices are through the roof, and they're only going to go up. That's the shitty thing about it. They're only going to go up, like rental prices. So if I can find a rental situation where I can have, you know, a bathroom and a bedroom or some kind of space for me to lay flat, I think that can help me get kind of a foundation for, well, I guess just a foundation to sleep at night, where I'm not putting wear on the vehicle that I'm currently in. So that's kind of my thought process, if that makes sense. Like, I'm almost at 200,000 miles. It's not wise to be putting as much wear and tear on my vehicle at this point in time. So in order to get another vehicle, there's some things I'm going to have to do. And that's kind of the mind space I'm working from. I think that's just the direction I'm going in now, moving forward. And yes, there is a lot more to this conversation that I've been processing emotionally and mentally, and for some of you that use the word trauma, that I've been working around, like my own traumas. I'm saying that too because people message me about those things, or they'll be like, oh, you know, maybe it's this or maybe it's that. And it's like, I'm working on it in my own life. It's just, I don't know. It's just kind of been a confusing spot. It's been a confusing spot right now in time, and a lot of shift and a lot of changes happened very quickly for me. And so I'm just adapting. And I think, truthfully, I can pat myself on the back for this. I'm adapting flawlessly right now. It feels like I'm adapting flawlessly. It's just that it is also, excuse me, I'm just trying to come up with a game plan. Come up with a practical game plan that's going to work for me. Instead of getting myself in these situations, instead of getting myself in a renter situation like that, or uncomfortable situations where I just don't want to live there, or it doesn't feel safe, or it's, you know, or they're in complete denial, or whatever it is, you know. So that's my thoughts for right now. Yeah. It's a bit scattered. Things are a bit scattered right now. It took me some time to make this video too, because I've been really upset. I've been really upset about my situation, about what happened. I couldn't think of another place to go. I couldn't think. There is a place I can go. There's one place. And I decided that I didn't want to do that this time around. And I talked to that person about that. And so I've just been kind of making a plan since to what am I going to do, and what do I want to do? What makes me feel good in my heart of like that decision? Like, does this feel like a right decision to me? That's kind of the headspace I've been in. And it's been confusing. Yeah. So if it sounds confusing, you're like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, it's been kind of confusing a little bit. When I started the brand Nomad Zen, by the way, I didn't start it with the thought that I'd be traveling around and living in my car pretty much most of the time. but it became pretty cool concept and a pretty cool idea that I was like, yeah, I mean, that kind of fits the brand really well. So maybe that's why I'm also in the situation, is it's like, this is the true nomadic lifestyle right here, you know? And part of me feels like a fool and feels silly, because I'm like, damn, like, it can be, living on the go and living in your car can be, well, it can teach you a lot. It can teach you a lot. And it can be you just live a little bit differently, and maybe more minimalistically at times, depending on your style. Because some people have it all on the go. Like, some people I've seen in their build outs, they just have to have it all. And some people don't have to have as much, you know, but yeah, that's where I'm at, and that's what I've been thinking about, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I am just here right now. Yeah, I'm just eating panda right now. Oh, I'm so glad I got this. This is so good. So, there are 2 other things on my list today to get done. One of them is laundry. I gotta get my laundry done. And the second one is, I was gonna get a haircut today, actually. I was gonna start with that. Start with a haircut and see where the world takes me from there. My hair is like so damn long now. You can see my ponytail back here. I kind of like it at this length when I tie it up, but I think I have just reached a point where I don't know if I want to cut it really short or just cut a few inches off. I'm not sure. And pretty much when I ask people, they're like, just don't cut it, just don't cut your hair. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's just like, there is so much maintenance to having really long hair. It's nice to tie it up and leave it in a bun, especially the weather, you know, like summer weather. But I don't know. I haven't made up my mind. Today feels like an indecisive day. Just like all these options and possibilities, and then I'm like, well, what should I do? What decision should I make today? So it's just where I've been at. God damn, that is so good. I got more fried rice. More fried rice, please. More fried rice. Can I get some more fried rice? Oh my god. That's so good. Excuse me. Can I get some more fried rice? Can I get some more fried rice? Ah. Can I get some more fried rice? Mmm. Oh my god. Mmm. Oh man. Fried rice. Fried rice? Got rice in my beard. My lips have been so chapped. Damn. Mmm. Oh. Mmm. So good. Damn. I'm just an eating machine right now. Eating all this fried rice. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Woo! I don't know if the stream is really scratchy right now. Like, I haven't done it on my phone in so long, so if it has been, I'm sorry. But I think I just throw the camera on and just go with it. Like I said, I've been kind of in a mental paralysis of making decisions because life just like shifted really quick again, and it's embarrassing and shameful and like just to talk about all this. I never thought when I was a kid, like if I was like, oh, at 29 years old, I'd be living out of my car. I just would never think that. I just wouldn't. And there's some obvious things to do that some of you in the audience might be thinking. Like, one that comes to the forefront of my mind is, yes, get a higher paying job and get your own place. Like, that's something that an adult would, I think, would do. Most adults might do that, right? Prices are out the roof for renting places. So to do that, I'm just gonna have to work my freaking balls off and work to the bone and get a place, and that's very possible. It goes into, maybe that's what I need to share, is that it goes into this, well, I've been trying to figure this out for 4 years now of how to do this. How do you actually run your business and do what you love to do? If it is a business, at that point it's basically your business, right? Your business is what you're doing every day that you love, and that's what you do, and you provide some kind of service for somebody, right? How do you run your business and make money to pay the bills and all the things that you need to pay, including at that point could be rent, for a space, and get out of the 9-to-5 job, get out of the working at a place that you don't like, get out of working for a boss that you don't like or something like that, right? How do you really do that? And so one of the ways I originally approached it was I was like, well, because I don't like, what I found is for myself when I'd work at a job sometimes, like just one 40-hour a week job, I would just get tired of the same old pattern every day. You're just like drudging away, doing the same thing every day, and it just felt meaningless. It felt lifeless. It felt so meaningless. So I was like, well, maybe a solution to that is if I get 2 different jobs that I like doing. So when I get bored at one, I can just remember, oh yeah, I'm going to that other job tonight or tomorrow, and I get to do something different. And so that worked for me, and then it became 3 jobs. And I was like, I found a way, I was working 2 jobs, and I found a way to get a 3rd job in there on the weekends as a gig that they only wanted like 2 days of work and for 5 hours. That's how I started signing. That's how I started flipping signs. That's how I started learning how to flip signs. It was Saturday, Sundays, I believe. And then they started throwing in Fridays, and so then it became 3 days a week, right? So I would work 3 different jobs, and I was like, if I ever got bored and annoyed at one job, I would just remember, oh my God, I have another job I'm going to after this, and so I don't give a damn about your guys' stuff. I care enough to do the job, and inside, like within me, I felt fulfilled. I felt some kind of, it's my creativity. Like my creative mind was being satisfied because I got to mix it up and change what I was doing. So that evolved me into doing gigs and to doing gig work. And I was like, well, if I could do that, I could just start doing it myself and just finding gigs. And that happened in the midst of COVID when I first really started doing my own gigs. Like prior to that, I had done gigs, but they were more of like, go work for this W-2 company, and you don't have to show up every day. It's like sometimes you might get work once a month, sometimes you get to you get to pick your schedule with that gig. And it was fun, and it taught me a lot. It taught me enough. All of those experiences taught me enough to at least get to the point to do it on my own and create my own ads on Craigslist and then share those to get work. And so more in these past few years, in the height of COVID and all that, I've had this idea, well, what if I truly live the nomadic lifestyle and live on the go and work on the go? And that, prior to leaving my aunt's house, was something I was working on and trying to get done and trying to figure out, how do I create these services? What services, let's start there. What services do I create that I can do on the go and make money traveling, doing what I love to do? And that's what I've had to figure out. And there's some services that I've come up with now, just with how quickly things have happened and the transition from being there to fighting to smelling shit all week to now getting to this point, is like I've had to kind of cover my bases and make sure everything's kind of set to where I'm fine for right now, and things are fine, and maintenance is covered, and all the bills are paid, and the whole 9, right? So that's kind of the backside of things you guys don't see that may sound really boring when you're just hearing me talk about it, that I'm now thinking maybe it's a good idea to start streaming all that so I don't have to kind of explain it. But I didn't think I'd be in this situation as quickly as I was. I was considering I didn't really know what my rental situation was going to be. We were just kind of working it out on a month-to-month basis. And pretty much when her ex-husband moved in, we kind of did, it was like, at that point it was like, okay, I guess I'll be here another 3 months unless I decide otherwise, and no, it didn't work, and so now I'm here. Yeah, and I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring out what I want to do, and you guys are kind of in this with me right now, so it's weird and it's confusing and embarrassing and a little bit shameful and a little bit exciting too. And yeah. Fried rice. And yes, I may look content and somewhat happy right now, and I haven't been like that the past few days. It's really hard to get in front of the camera when I'm screaming in rage and swearing at the top of my lungs and like crying and just sad and feel fucked up. And that's something I'm getting better at sharing through the stream and on social media. It's not easy. It's one of the aims that I have been working on with services, providing services on the go, is one of those services is coaching, listening to people's stories, listening to what people are going through in that moment in time. And it's something I've been practicing for years. Matter of fact, I held definitely, it was like over 650 hours of coaching experience and talking with people about their problems in life and listening to what's going on and being a guide, if you will, through what they're working on. As in, not by any means not solving the problem for you or them, just listening to what is going on and walking together in that, walking with you or the person I was listening to in that, and just being a guide. Kind of like being a mentor in some ways. It's kind of like, well, we've all had coaches. Like growing up, I had coaches in sports that would always kind of guide me. Oh, hey, this could be the best thing to do in this situation, or this could be a solution in this situation if you're faced with this in the game and we're not there to really make a decision, or you can't hear us, this could be what to do. And so you gain knowledge, and then through practicing that yourself, you gain experience and you get better, and situations in your life change. Everybody can use a coach, and that's a service I have been developing, and how I want to structure payment and you know, where to hold the sessions, just the whole nine to that. And well, it's what I've been doing for years here on the stream and on the videos I make on Instagram. And I think that this might be an opportunity to step fully into that, step fully into giving my own, or like what's the words I'm looking for, like providing my own services to others, and really opening my services to others and helping them out. And it's because I've been in situations like the one I'm in now that I can be a little bit calmer. I can be not as frustrated. Now, yes, none of you guys watching this video have seen me. Pretty much only, it's just a very select few people have heard or seen me as upset about the situation I kind of explained that happened. And it's because I had to get clarity, and I kind of had to process in that moment what happened and what I need to do. And today, I feel a little bit more clear about it. I feel a little bit more open about it, and yeah, this is where I'm at with it. This is where I'm at with it. I've held on to it, and it's been hard. It's been hard, dude. Like, yeah, it's been hard, and I've been making the best of a hard decision. And I've been making the best of a shitty situation. I have been making the best of so many shit puns. Oh my God. But like, I've just been doing my best to make the best of it. This year too. Like, yesterday was 420, and this is a whole nother topic in its own that I could do. Actually, I could just do a whole nother stream about it. But I was going to use yesterday to talk about cannabis on the channel and on the page, and some thoughts I had about it. The beginning of this year, I actually had that thought. I was like, I'm going to use 420 as a day to talk about cannabis. And it didn't happen yesterday wasn't a great. It wasn't a great day. It was an okay day, and I felt like there was a lot of shit happening yesterday in my mind, but also just in the world and where I was working. It was just busy and everything, and I signed for a dispensary yesterday on 420, which was really cool. And I enjoyed the festivities as well, and I do love cannabis, and I partake in smoking cannabis and consuming cannabis. And it's something I've kept away from this page for so long because of the stigmas behind it and around it. And it's something that I think is getting, it's becoming more of a norm in society, that people are just like, oh, those are just, they label them as stoners. Those are just stoners. I don't even really like being labeled with that label, because it's like, I don't consider myself a stoner. I just partake in, I like it sometimes, and then I don't like it other times, but the best comparison, I think, is some people like to drink and some people don't like to drink. Some people like to dance and some people don't like to dance. It's like that. But yeah, I can't even remember now why I brought that up, but I think what I was gonna say, was something like that. Yesterday was kind of a break from everything that's been happening, because things have been happening so fast, and it was fun, and I celebrated and I enjoyed 420, and it was awesome. And I'd like to do more of an educational kind of my thoughts on that at another time, but for right now, like, yeah, it was just not like oh, that's what I was gonna say, like things this year, like 420, like a day where you can celebrate. For some people that's St. Patty's Day, for some it's Cinco de Mayo, whatever. But my birthday, events this year that were supposed to be kind of celebratory events or exciting, shit, even Christmas last year, it wasn't. Oh, bless me. It seems like this year, since Christmas of last year and kind of going into this year, major events just kind of haven't been as exciting, or I didn't really celebrate them, because so much was happening around what that day and what was going on, that I didn't really enjoy it as much as I would like to. And I've been thinking about that too, because this summer, like I said earlier, I thought I'd be traveling a lot this summer. And I mean, now technically I do have the opportunity to do that. Now that I'm in my car, I do. So it's not out the window. It's just I didn't expect it to be like this. I expected to still have my place and go travel and do what I want to do and come back to a place, So the next step as of right now, I think, is that I need to find a place to sleep at night that is not in my car, to conserve on the wear and tear, because my miles are so big. Ultimately, I think what I'm trying to do for myself, for the Nomad Zen brand, and just for my love of creating and doing what I love to do every day, is working towards getting an additional vehicle, one that I can travel and live out of and basically work from as well. And, well, there's a lot of work to be put in to get that, and I am excited about that. I'm thrilled with what I kind of see in my mind about that, and I guess maybe that's my answer. Maybe that's what I should work towards. It's just, things have just felt very up in the air. We're almost at Gemini season, I think, too, so that could be why things just feel up in the air. Goddamn Geminis. Seriously, you Geminis, you sons of bitches. You airy mofos. You airy mofos. April, yeah, May. May is Gemini season, isn't it? May 24th is my sister's birthday, so yeah, I think it's Gemini season coming up. You damn Geminis. Let me finish my fried rice. All right, fortune cookie. What's on? Here we go. Oh, there's a piece of rice. What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? I'm going to show you guys before I read it. Can you read what that says? Oh, it's very faint. Okay, what does it say? Be your strongest advocate. Oh, shit! Be your strongest advocate. Is it focusing? It's not focusing, I guess. Be your strongest advocate. That's like perfect for what's happening for me right now. Yeah. You know all! Fortune cookie knows all! Fortune cookie! Fortune cookie gods. Thank you. Thank you, fortune cookie gods. Thank you so much, fortune cookie gods. I appreciate it. All right. Well, for right now, because I got some of those thoughts out, we ate some panda and just kind of hung out. I've got some errands I got to run. I think I'm actually going to go charge my devices first and then go get laundry done later. And the haircut, I think I will save it for tomorrow. So that could be another own adventure in its own tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in. Things may be a little bit differently going forward from here, but a phrase that I've kept repeating a lot this year is just keep going. Keep going, even if life is just crazy for you too right now, and maybe it's not. Maybe it's everything you want. Regardless, just keep going and keep doing more of what you want in your life every day, and keep creating more of what you like. I can't speak. Fortune cookie, it's so good. Keep doing more of what you want of in your life every day. Keep striving to have more of what you want in your life every day. Keep demanding more of what you want in your life every day. And you will live a more prosperous and healthy and fulfilled and balanced lifestyle. Yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for your support over the years. It's been years now. It's amazing to say that, but thank you all for just the incredible amount of support, and stay tuned because there is a wild journey ahead. Peace out.